Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with Tactics Talk. I just had this battle. As it was starting, I looked at it and I said, man, I'm probably going to have to make a video out of this just based on the buffoonery that I'm seeing. Although the end result was interesting, so I actually went ahead and made it right now instead of saving it for later. You can see that I have loaded into Overlord, and I'm in my type, or my T-54 lightweight, Tier 9 Russian light tank that's just been moved up from Tier 8 to Tier 9. And you'll see that right off the bat, they've got one arty, we have one arty, but theirs is a 9 and ours is an 8. It's a Tier 9 and 8 battle. So what Wargaming hasn't figured out at this point, for some reason, even though they match artillery, TDs, and scouts in numbers, plus or minus 1, they do not take into account tier. So right off the bat, we have a massive advantage having all Tier 9 tanks instead of having an arty up there gimping the team. In any event, that's not what this is about. We're not going to talk about the spastic matchmaker that they made. We're going to talk about Overlord. And we're going to talk about, you guessed it, the Beach Rush. So I head over here to the east side and I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to get up in this bush, kind of stay there for a second. Usually scouts come popping up over into this area to see if they can see something right off and get a shot. They do have some faster tanks. I'm wondering if something's going to show up. It is a bit of a risky move to do what I'm going to do here. As soon as I see this 1390, I'm just going to pull forward and take a shot on this guy. I'll show you what I'm doing with my camera. And I think you can now see what is developing. So if you look over into the west, the Allies have apparently landed somewhere on a port inland and have driven back to the beach and have decided that in order to make this fair, they're going to drive onto the beach and then re-attack up the cliffs. Look how many of them are down there. A good portion of our Tier 9s. And of course we got the T-30 and the T-34. They are up in the northeast corner. Up in the corner guarding arty or something. And there are about 5 of us who have actually pushed forward and are attempting to play this game. So we'll continue and see what happens. I will give the Beach Rush one thing in this game. They certainly have the power to make it happen. Whatever it is going to be. Whatever it is going to be. You'll notice that I don't have my mods on. I don't have XVM anymore. Probably not going to load it. So the question becomes pretty quickly as you see how this develops. What was the skill of these two teams? What was the skill of these two teams? So I'm going to call this one I Don't Even with the pregnant pause at the end. Look at them go. At least they didn't get bogged down. Okay, so two things. They went in force and they appear to not be getting bogged down. They are rushing that poor VK 100.01 who's probably wondering what is going on. Usually I just go down here and fight 1 or 2 guys. Here comes half the team. So I'm trying to decide what to do right now. I'm thinking, man, I've got a 34 and a 30 in the back. I don't want to get too heavily invested in the east because I know they've got some stuff over there. Well, there's a super right there. That's not really going to be good if I have to take him on face to face. I was hoping he'd come around that building. So I'm trying to decide if am I going to head over to the east and try to slug it out with our IS-3 and maybe get a little help from our campers, or just sort of poke around. I say, oh, look at this. Yeah, that's nice. Super just got hammered, so maybe we can get rid of this guy. Very good. You will note as I go along here that I become quite the vulture in this game. The IS-3 leaves. I start heading that way thinking, can I help? Maybe the 34 and the 30 are coming up. And then I say, you know what? I am not going over there to help 2 guys who started the game by going to the very back to camp. They're just not going to be reliable. So the only guy that was up with me is the IS-3, and he's kind of headed this way. And then as I look, holy cow, look what our Beach Rush is doing. It's actually doing something. So let's see if we can leverage the fact that a lot of their tanks have probably turned around to deal with this Beach Rush. And I've still got some guys alive in the middle, so we'll just come down here and I'll unfortunately bump into the IS-3. It was not my intention. I'll auto-aim this dude. And while he's reloading, just come at him. I should out-reload him, and there we go. And end up with my second kill. I know the 32 is down here. He's wounded. Where's that T-30? I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to come raging around and get hit by him. He's over here somewhere, but I still don't see him. So maybe we can finish off this 32 before I get whacked. There we go. There's another kill. All right. Looks like our Beach Rush is still doing its thing. The east, for a wonder, didn't get rolled up. And now we've got this T-30. There's another vulture kill on a near dead. And now what do we got here? And look at this. Well, usually we will say beach rushes never work, and I'm going to stick with that. Obviously never is a absolute, and you never say never and all that good stuff. But in this case, by golly, these fellas made it happen. So now this poor VK is trying to back up from the beach rush, wondering how in the heck did this happen. I bounce a WT. So apparently this is the golden game. It is the golden BB of a game. I'm going to bounce a WT. My moronic teammates and their Overlord Beach Rush are somehow going to carry the day and win. RNG did fail me there with the miss, though. Thought we were friends, RNG. So we'll pop up here. I know there's just a T-32. There's an Artie. I know that T-32. There he is. I see him. I'm probably not going to get a hit or a shot or highlight on the WT. We'll work around behind him later. Let's just come up here and vulture another kill off the T-32. We'll come over here. Nope. Push up ahead. We'll jump up on this little castle, or this little church here. It's got kind of a rise with a bit of a flat area. And, oh, geez, I missed. He's going to miss. That's fortunate. Come up top. I'll vulture another kill off a near dead. Up to 6. Hey, we'll head over here to the bat chat. We'll auto aim this guy. Take a shot on the run. The 54 lightweight's got some pretty good dispersion. Very nice tank, and we'll get the ram kill for the 7th kill with only about 2,600 damage, so the damage wasn't crazy. Vultured a lot of near dead one-shot kind of guys. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't recommend that as a tactic or a game plan, but if you're going to do it, you might as well go whole hog. And at least those guys didn't stop. Like I said, I don't know what their skill was or the other team's skill was, but it looks like a lot of them being the other team turned around to deal with it. We had just enough to hold the kind of E right in here, E4, 5, 6 area to keep them from pushing through. Their tanks over here didn't push an advantage either. They sort of sat there and they just kind of let us envelop them from these two directions and then clean up what was up there. So there you go. Occasionally the ridiculous beach rush works. Well, I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, we will see you.